So let me just ask you questions then instead of
Okay.
doing that. So I'll tell you what I do know. I know that we're originally born in Canada, right?
Yep.
What part of Canada?
Moncton, New Brunswick, on the far east coast, the Atlantic Ocean.
And if someone has never heard of any city in Canada except for the major ones, what would that be close to?
Um, it's hard. Prince Edward Island?
Yeah,
Maybe people
definitely
know
not.
that. No, because it's
No.
like the only island off the east coast.
So is it far from like
Yeah,
Vancouver,
that's the
from
other
like the
side.
major like
So I normally just tell people if you're going all the way up through Maine, just keep going straight up, all the way on
because
that
you're
side.
right on that east coast.
Yeah, all the way on the east coast.
And so it's cold
Yep,
and you live there till how old?
till I was 9. So I've been here a lot longer.
And then were you cuz I don't know, I can't think in my head right now. Did you go to school there?
I did. I went through second grade there.
Yeah.
Half of second grade. We moved in December. So I really didn't. I honestly don't have much memory
Of either of
about
those grades?
of being in Canada at all.
What do you remember then? Like what is culturally like? Is there anything where you're like, damn, like it's so different? Is there anything that you could point out?
There are things that I've noticed after visiting now
Mm-hmm.
that have kind of replaced
Like
everything.
revisiting back
Yes, and things like they're a lot nicer. They're a
than
lot,
us?
yes.
Damn, I kind of heard that before though.
But just like random people walking on the street and they're just like, "Hey, how's it going?" and "Hey, how you doing? Nice day, eh?"
So
And
people are more like inviting
yeah. Yeah, definitely. The food is definitely better.
over there.
Yeah.
What is
But
Canada
it's
food?
different, you
What
know.
is that even like?
Mostly seafood.
Is there like a specific dish?
The seafood what I eat is maybe different than what other people eat, but I prefer fried clams.
But why is it different from there as
It's
opposed to
just
fried
fresh.
clams from somewhere
It's
else?
fresh.
What
I
about Louisiana? How would you compare?
It's just different food. So that's like gonna be Creole and Cajun food. It's just different.
So
But
they
to
don't
me,
like
like,
spice it;
okay,
they just fry it.
I'm sure they do, but it's not spicy. Like people come down here from Canada,
Mm-hmm.
they eat paste salsa and they're flushed.
Like hot, like
Yeah, like
yeah.
they cannot eat that stuff.
I think that's pretty common with people that aren't from New Mexico in general, though. Even when me and Laura, when we went on the cruise and we went to Cozumel, and we went to this Mayan village,
Hmm.
and the tour guide they made like traditional Mayan food for us, which is essentially just Mexican food, but like their version of it.
Hmm.
And he kept telling us he spoke like broken English. It was really funny, but he kept saying like try the salsa. We call it ay 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 sauce. He kept saying that, and he's like it's because it's hot and it makes you go ay ay ay. And he was explaining it, and so like he really hyped it up like the whole trip. He was talking about it. So when it came time for the food, he was like, "This is the normal one. This one is the ay ay ay. Like don't use hardly any of that. Like a few drops." And like a weirdo, because I'm from New Mexico, I'm like pouring like scoops of it on there. And he's like, "No, don't do that, you white piece of shit that's never eaten salsa." Like, I'm sure he probably thinks that like most of the white people that go there, it was not hot at all. Like,
No,
okay, let me change that. It was hot, but not as hot as some of the
not
stuff
the
we have here.
hottest thing you've
And
ever
he
had.
was like, "Whoa, you're just eating this stuff." And he little does he know I'm like a salsa enthusiast and I eat all kinds of salsa. But so I see what you're saying. I definitely wasn't that way when I was younger, and I think I built up a tolerance to it.
Yeah, same.
So I can see how. Do
Like
you
I
eat
did
salsa?
not. Yeah,
You do?
yeah,
Do you eat hotter salsa now than when you first got here?
absolutely.
And do you love it?
Yeah,
See, so maybe it is an
yeah,
acquired taste thing.
yeah. You can get used to it
Yeah.
once it stops burning everything.
There's
But
a fire.
yeah, so we would eat a lot of seafood. Lobster rolls.
Don't even know what that is, but
It's literally just like a chicken salad mixture, but with lobster instead of chicken.
this is a
And
lobster
then,
salad.
kind of, and then
Yeah.
it goes into like a hot dog bun.
What?
It's great.
That's totally not a lobster salad. That's like its
Lobster.
own thing.
No, I'm talking about the mixture that goes into it. So it's a lobster roll. Like chicken's not chicken salad, not with greens. Chicken with mayo and stuff like that.
Oh, I get
That
what you're
chicken
saying.
salad.
So it's just that, and then it goes inside of a bun, and then you eat
Yeah,
it. And it's called a lobster roll.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
No, it's good. It's
I
good.
can't be eating seafood. I don't eat seafood at all.
That's true.
I don't know why.
And then they have a dish called a donair.
A donair,
Mm-hmm.
or is it French? Sounds French.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably.
All right, can I phone a friend?
And that's with it's like a euro
Mm-hmm.
in the pita, and then it has my mom makes them with lamb and ground beef
Mhm.
mixture, and then it's like sliced up, and then it has its own like sweet and sour sauce on it. It's really good. My mouth is watering.
Is it?
Yeah.
If you could only eat Canadian food or New Mexican food, what would you pick for the rest of your life, starting right now?
Canadian.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, it's messed up.